Hi everyone! Welcome to lesson number 1. Today is lesson number 1. Урок 1. In today's lesson, we want to ask and answer a question Кто это? Who is this? And learn personal pronouns and basic vocabulary. So, let's get started. In Russian, we do differentiate animate and inanimate nouns. Unlike in English, animate nouns in Russian are all nouns referring to people and animals. Inanimate nouns are all of the rest, not live objects. For animate nouns, the question will be кто? Who? Кто? So even for dogs, you will ask a question кто? For example, кто это? Who is this? We already know this word. This is. Это Владимир Путин. This is Vladimir Putin. Notice it's not Vladimir, but Vladimir. By now you should already know the pronoun это. Это means exactly this is. Every time you want to refer to something, present something, like saying, this is my friend, that's my house, these are my friends. So you will use the unchangeable word это. Это Владимир Путин. Кто это? Notice the intonation. Кто это? Это Дональд Трамп. Это Дональд Трамп. Кто это? Это кошка. If a female cat, это кот. If a male cat. Кто это? Это собака. Это собака. Кто это? This question will be asked for a name, for example. Это Иван Антонович. Это Иван Антонович. А это кто? And notice how I now asked this question. This "а" means and who is this? But notice my question word кто is now switched with это, which is a common practice in Russian. You will figure this out later as well, that word order in Russian is flexible. It's not random, but it's flexible. So I can as well ask, а это кто? And who is this? Это Татьяна. Это Татьяна. Okay, we now know that это Татьяна. Statement. Это Иван Антонович. And notice my intonation. The intonation is falling. Это Татьяна. Это Иван Антонович. Now, to ask a question in Russian, we do not change the word order, but we change intonation. So to communicate a question, you do need this particular intonation of the question. In English, you will raise your voice high by the end of the sentence. In Russian, we find our logical emphasis, the word that is logically emphasized, we find the stressed syllable, and right there on that syllable, we raise our voice really high. Listen how I will ask the question. I want to ask whether it's Tatiana. I want to know, maybe it's someone else, maybe it's Tatiana, therefore my logical emphasis is Tatiana. Это Татьяна. Это Татьяна. The answer – да, это Татьяна. Да, это Татьяна. Statement. Now let's ask a question whether this is Иван Антонович. Это Иван Антонович? Да, это Иван Антонович. Good. Now let's switch them and ask questions and ask negatively. Это Татьяна? Obviously, нет, это не Татьяна. Это Иван Антонович. The negative particle «не» will be used right before the word you want to negate. You want to say it's not Tatiana, не Татьяна. And notice how I connect it together with the next word. Не Татьяна, не Татьяна. Нет, это не Татьяна. Это Иван Антонович. Это Иван Антонович? Нет, это не Иван Антонович. Не Иван Антонович. Это Татьяна. Good. Okay, now we want to ask about her. We know that this is Tatiana. We want to ask about her, perhaps a profession, a status, or just more information about her. The way to ask in Russian this kind of information is «Кто она?» If you know the pronoun она means she. Она, она. To ask who is this and to receive the answer, a name, we asked «Кто это?» Now to ask, give me more information about her. Who is she? Unlike English, you will ask, what is she? What does she do? In Russian, «Кто она?» Она менеджер. She is a manager. And notice in English you will use this indefinite article. She is a manager. In Russian, luckily, we don't have any articles. We do have some other issues, but luckily we don't have articles. Она менеджер. Statement. Она менеджер. Это Иван Антонович. We want to know more about him. We will ask, а кто он? А кто он? And who is he? What does he do? Он директор. Он директор. Good. So, let's now ask question whether she is a manager. Это Татьяна. Она менеджер. Да, она менеджер. Он директор. Да, он директор. Now let's ask about Tatiana whether she is a director. Она директор? Нет, не директор. Нет, не директор. Again, connecting our particle with the next word. Она менеджер. Она manager. And notice how I pronounce a foreign word that came to our language from the English language. I do not soften these syllables. I do not say manager. Although you cannot soften j at all, these ones I can soften, but I will pronounce them in a hard way. Manager. Иван Антонович, он менеджер? Нет, не менеджер, он директор. Good, so now you know that in order to ask a question to answer more, to look for more information about a person, about his status, about his profession, we ask the question «Кто он?». So let's learn a bit more vocabulary about some of the professions, perhaps. So, кто он? Он музыкант. Кто она? Она дизайнер. Кто он? Он юрист. Кто он? Он врач. Кто она? Она учитель. Кто она? Она экономист. Кто она? Она переводчик. Кто она? Она секретарь. And even more, if you repeat after me, that would be good to memorize all these useful vocabulary. Кто она? Она продавец. Продавец. Кто он? Он бизнесмен. Он бизнесмен. Again, I'm not softening these nesmen. Businessman. Oh, here I do soften. Спортсмен. Бизнесмен. Кто он? Он водитель. Он водитель. Кто он? Он строитель. So let's play around with this material, and we will construct some short dialogues asking who are you, what do you do, and so on. So, это я. Я учитель. And let me ask you about you. How about you? А вы? Вы now is this, if this pronoun is new for you, вы, I address you formally right now. If I want to address you formally, I will use the pronoun вы, second personal plural. Вы бизнесмен? Вы спортсмен? Вы менеджер? Good. If I wish to address you informally, I will say это я. Я учитель. А ты? I'm addressing you informally. Ты means you, singular. Let me ask you about your profession. Ты музыкант? Ты официант? Ты повар? So even though this vocabulary is new, perhaps you can guess the translation by looking at pictures. Let's continue. So we talked about professions, but let's talk about the status. Status is some more information about a person that you know, whether he's a brother of yours or maybe a husband, just more information. Let's look at this dialogue. Кто это? Это Алексей и Наташа. Alexei and Natasha. Они студенты? Они, they. Они студенты? Нет. А кто они? Now we want to know, what do they do? If they're not students, perhaps, what do they do in life then? Let's see. Алексей студент, а Наташа преподаватель. Преподаватель. She is a teacher. So he turns out to be a student and she is a teacher. Они муж и жена. They are husband and wife. Муж и жена. Now, if I pronounce this all together, like in life, people do not separate words, but pronounce them together, I will listen how I will say this. Они муж и жена. Они муж и жена. If you notice, this E now sounds like U. This is a common pattern when E is preceded by a consonant. Let's see more examples. Let's ask these people who they are. Кто вы? And now вы is you plural. You guys, who are you guys? Вы, the same pronoun as informal, a single person formally. Вы муж и жена? Вы муж и жена? Нет. Мы брат и сестра. Мы брат и сестра. So this is a new vocabulary I think for you. Is that brat is a brother. Сестра is a sister. Брат и сестра. So by now we are now run into not all, but almost all personal pronouns. Let's see them again. Я, мы, ты, singular, вы, whether you guys plural or addressing a single person formally. Он, она, они. Good. Let us do more practice by looking at dialogues and practice this now in more of a context. Okay, we have this person here we want to talk about. Кто это? Это Владимир Путин. Кто он? Он учитель? Is he a teacher? Нет, конечно. Of course not. Конечно. Notice this combination of consonants. А кто он? Он бизнесмен? Нет. Он президент. Хорошо. Он американец? Нет, конечно. Он русский. Он американец? Is he an American? Нет, конечно. Он русский. He is Russian. А это кто? And who is this? Это Дональд Трамп. Он тоже президент? Is he also a president? Да, он президент. И бизнесмен. Тоже русский? Also Russian? Нет, он американец. So it seems to me we picked up some new vocabulary like тоже, also, американец, an American, masculine, русский, a Russian. Let's look at another dialogue. It's an interview going on. Интервью. Здравствуйте. Вы Анна Юрьевна? Здравствуйте. Да, это я. А фамилия? Голубева. Очень приятно. Вы секретарь? Нет, я менеджер. Извините, а где секретарь? Here I think we have some new vocabulary, and that is familia. Familia, last name or surname. So here she's asking, how about your last name? What about last name? A familia. A familia. Где? Where? А где секретарь? And where is the secretary? А где секретарь? To say sorry. Извините. Извините. And if you're not familiar how to say nice to meet you, that's nice. Очень приятно. Очень приятно. Good. That's it for now. Thank you for being with me in this lesson. And in the next lesson, we want to look at inanimate nouns. We'll construct even more sentences asking, what is this? Is this a pencil? Is this a pen? Constructing alternative questions. And yeah, it was nice. Thank you. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.